We are back after an issue with the feed.
We had a feed issue. To recap what happened, we had normal fueling up this point. Sorry about that. We had a feed issue. We're just about completing fueling on V6. We're still holding for a bit. We will release that hold in just a couple of seconds. To recap, we had a good hold on T, counting down T-minus 30 minutes. Good fuel.
Hold release.
Copy that. Hold is now released.
We have a good fuel load up that point. Timed out to 40 minutes. Had a full
Boost
T-minus
6% load. Booster propellant load completed.
We gotta go from we hold the T-minus 30 minutes, have a brief hold, fueled up, and then had this connection issue. Now hold, we now released it. Now B6 is full on LOX and methane. LOX takes up the common B6 methane is about the Griffins and RCS. Now we're waiting on SN5. The methane tank is about the dishes, and the LOX tank is approaching the FTS. Due to lost time, we will be streaming the whole detecting and safety sequence to issue. We have the FDO joining us from the chat. He can unfortunately cannot. The FDO contract manager Brennan can unfortunately not join us as he is on the school bus today. He is in the chat watching this. Hello.
Ship engine chill began.
SN5 engine chill started. We're waiting fuel loading, methane, and LOX loading on SN5 that's complete. LOX is about the FTS and methane as well. The dishes and just about to complete. It will not reach the top of the QD lines and near the top of the raceway, but not the salt. That's too cool. The FDO confirms go from. He's not on the screen, but he confirms go.
Copy that.
We have engine chill on both B6 and SN5, and we almost have fuel load complete on both wheels. We're just awaiting a final fuel load complete on LOX and methane. We're getting awfully close up LOX with the common dome near the FTS. We're both FTS on the, and then methane. We're getting close towards the top of the QD line. Towards the QD line and near the solar panel. And the top of the electrical raceway on the other side. The QD is QD, or the fuel pipe is that pipe on the center of the vehicle next to solar panel that carries fuel from the QD and the SQD arm in the tower, and thus the tank arm into the vehicle. On the left side, you have the electrical raceway, which is on the right side, looking towards more of the left side of the vehicle. And the comms dishes that powers electrical on the vehicle. Powered electrical and ends at the aft dome. Around the aft dome and goes up the tanks, connecting the flight termination system, or the point boxes on the side to the top of the LOX tank, and it goes all the way up to near the nose cone, right tower for the vehicle. picks up from the solar panels at the top of the vehicle. Just waiting SN5 loading to be completed. I think we have fuel. Which I think it's on the status. I think we have the methane and octo complete, but we cannot verify. Lock load is
Ship
complete on
propellant
SN5.
Copy that.
Ship
Empty.
load complete. We have that call out. Locks and methane is complete. Locks just stopped about the FPS. Methane stopped about the top of the QD line.
booster engine chill completed.
Booster engine chill B6 is not completed. Waiting SN5 chill complete. Next event is hold at T-minus 10 minutes. No final checkouts. Then probably hold at T-minus. And then that will be the final go. We're not holding the 20 seconds. And then we'll hold that T-minus 10 seconds, which is the end of the WDR. Because that is right before the TSL booster, which is the engines that make up all 36 engines of Starlight, begin their start sequence. So that they start their start sequence at 9.5 seconds and begin the preparation for ignition. So we don't want to start the engine today. We stop at T-minus 10 minutes, about 0.5 seconds, before the engines begin their start sequence. Prepare for ignition. Prepare for ignition about T-minus 1. T-minus 1 to 3 seconds, depending on which engine you want. We have variable views. First, we have a view from B6's grid fins. Engine cam. Then we had a view from SN5 engine cam. And then B5 and SN5 engine cam. Engine 5. B6 engine cam looking down the OLED, and then SN5 engine cam looking down the abort ring. Now we have flap cam looking down from the left flap. The left flap, the one in the tower cam, nearest to the electrical and nearest the electrical lines. That is looking down at the limit. That is looking down at the limit tower venting. With all propellant completing here, we're still completing it a few minutes ago. We're all go today.
ALS armed.
Copy.
ALS armed. ALS and GLS will take control of out soon, but not yet. This is the preliminary armed stage. We're waiting SN5 engine chill. B6 engine chill already wrapped up. We're waiting ship engine chill. Ship engine chill is done through that. It's done through a pipe. You can see it. You can listen in the afternoon about the engine section. Down the staging adapter of the port wing, or the curve before doing that comes curves to where the comes down the side of the abort ring, next to the side of the STD clamp, comes the abort ring. It comes down the tiny bit of B6's forward section, where the forward dome grid fins and stuff is. It has a vent, and it has the vent shortly after that. This is attached to B6 on abort ring, which is a funny thing when the abort ring was moved. It stays attached to B6. In the SN5 section, it's attached to SN5.
T-minus 15 minutes.
At 15 minutes, booked in the T-minus 10 at cold, all continues to be nominal. Fuel is complete, and we're just waiting for SN5 engine chill, wrapping up in a couple of minutes. Now have V6's engine can be showing 36, although you can only see a few. If you want to see the 36 engine booster TSL, you can see the 12 TSL or some of them at least. You can engine chill is complete, but you can see some venting as normal. These engines will fire up for the launch, but not today. They're not going to start the sequence today. We're only going to be up today. Now you see SN5 engine. That looks down at the abort ring that's attached to B6. And then you can see the distance, the 4 TSL engines that power the second stage. They're landing in a bit of ascent, and then you can see, or at least you can see 2 of the TVAT. There's 4. You can see at least 2, maybe 3, depending on the camera. These power SN5 to space and do the deorbit, not space maneuvers. These are all V1.5 engines because right now we have the burn scan. This view is looking at the OLM down at V6 and the chilling view. This is we often use once it's done. But we won't use it that often because it's kind of a bad view. But this usually gets destroyed in launches. You can see the OFD2 markers, which shows that we're OFD2. The final for check notes. We go pulling. We have back at tower cam, which you remember is a view of the tower looking down at the stack. You see B6 hidden by the venting on SN5, and then you can see the ship's flaps and payload door carrying WDR 3 developed by ROSPACE, payload node 2, and the ship's nose, heat shield tiles, and LOX header tank with reparative. In the distance, you can also see pad A on the left, which is a ship testing stand. For SN5, the ship we're looking at was static tested. Will next be used for SN6, which is currently on the engine install stand or the production site, awaiting rollout. Next to that, you can see the suborbital tank farm, where the suborbital or ship testing, depending on how you count it, where for the deluge and for suborbital and ship testing comes from. Then you can see the two deluge tank farms for the orbital pad. And then over there you can see landing zone 3, which is the one near the first full stack. and landing zone 4, which is near the ship site. These will be used to land starlight in the future. However, the first view test we're only doing. Actually, we'll have the
T-minus 10 minutes.
T-minus 10-minute hold. T-minus 10-minute hold. We have the T-minus 10-minute hold. Or just about it. We'll have final checkouts. SN5 relationship completion, press, and other goes and prepare the countdown for today's with dress rehearsal or WDR ending at 3 minutes 10 seconds with 36 inches prepared to start.
Booster show now at flight pressure.
The booster is now at flight pressure. We're waiting the ship to do the same and ship engine show. Those will make the milestones. I'll go back to explaining as we're in the hold. So, what I was saying, like, beyond that, we'll do a little more details. On the other pad, you can see SN9. We've talked about quite a bit, even though it's kind of not that relevant. It is on the it's completed tile work. Its completed tile work, as we remember when Stagwar was damaged, but its completed tile work is now waiting cryo testing. We'll cryo test very soon. How that won't be streamed. And then over there, you can run pad. If you remember from the New Year's Eve event, that meant for SN2 launched to assemble Fate after being test to failure after being scrapped very long. That was a sad death. But the rock pen will be continued to use for test tanks such as B10.1 and B11.
Hold release.
Which will hold release. We're waiting hold release. We just had that release. We'll go for that. We'll have closeout. SN5 engine shield complete. We have engine shield completed on SN5. Engine shield is now wrapped up. Just to see the venting going away in a couple of minutes. We have SN5 pressing flight pressure in a couple of minutes. Those are all complete. There. We still have
T-minus
venting.
9 minutes.
9 minutes approaching. SN5 press the flight pressure. Flight pressure on SN5. The full stack is now on flight pressure as we approach T-minus 8 minutes for today's WDR conclusion and hold at T-minus 10 seconds. Again, we will due the lost time due to the stream account disconnecting, aka connection issues, aka whatever. We will stream the whole detanking, so we do not tune away when we get pulled. We'll stream the whole detanking safe to the vehicle safe. It was in non-tanking mode and ready for destacking. You will destack the vehicle in a couple hours. However, I won't be streaming because it's boring as well. We will do that on this stream, just the WDR stream. The stack some fly for and roll it back for final work. It's just complete, assuming it goes well. And then we'll remove that abort ring for B6 once that's complete. And then inspect it, and then reinstall it, and then roll back B6. And then those will all be rolled back by the 4th. Then we'll do final work and then roll them out maybe the 5th or 6th. And then restack them for launch. I don't know, about a week from then. Jan 13th and 14th, but we're going to stop focusing. That's where we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We don't know if everything is going to succeed. We just will focus on that. We have flat cam again. We're going to put back to tower cam. Just before, we're gonna keep flat cam for a couple of minutes, and then we'll go back to flat tower. Sorry, this is flat cam for a couple of minutes. We'll go back to tower cam at the end of the WDR. loss of signal. We seem to have a signal error. Going back to tower cam, we seem to have lost signal from flat cam. We have lost signal from flat cam or the result, but we're staying on tower cam because why not? We've lost signal. Sorry for that. I'm having issues. It's not intended. It's just what happens. Approaching T-minus 6 minutes. We're back on flat cam for 12 minutes. We will switch back once we get closer. We're approaching T-minus 6 minutes. Still looking go. Looking from the flat cam of SN5 looking down at the fully filled stack. The tank farm, the support arm, and the tower supporting the vehicle for today's test.
Tracking an issue on the ship header tank.
Issue or fuel load? Issue. Oh, we have an issue on the ship header tank. We're not sure if that's early load or late load or deliberate pressure issue. We're currently evaluating status. The LOX header tank, the methane tank is fine in field. Bring the LOX header. Ship header tank. We're currently resolve that. The ship LOX header tank, which you can see on the tower. You can't see it now, but it's above the payload door and houses locks for landing and re-entry, but it's currently an issue. We're currently still holding as we find the issue. We'll reach the hold soon. Just stay tuned for updates. Stay tuned. We'll provide you updates. While we're doing that, you can see the ship's tiles on the grid structure and the reinforced structure. There's the forward dome and the payload section of the ship. You can see the flaps. You can just from the top. This is from the top flaps. You can see the bottom flaps, the aft flap. This is from the fourth up to the aft flaps, and the tanks of SN5 and B6. And then further down, you can see the OLM vent, the vents from B6 and SN5, and then you can see the vents from the tank farm for coolers over there. You can't see the power vent from here, but it is there. You can also barely see the secondary deluge, the secondary tanks, or I don't know if we build or tank that each tank. You can also see pad A and the road pad boundary in the subway tank front in the background, as well as the landing pads and a bit of the test site and the main entrance road in the distance. We're currently still holding the alarm we have on small issue. We have slightly normal air tank pressure. We will vent it. We're currently doing venting to try to mitigate that. But this is pretty on the header tanks now.
False alarm, hold release.
Well, Okay, we seen footage that's a false alarm. False alarm. We're still counting down.
minus 5
5
minutes.
minutes. We thought there was a minor pressure issue on the header tank. However, there's not. The header tank is loaded, although you cannot see any froth because it's annoying to do froth on the header tank. Both header tanks are loaded with fuel.
T minus 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Approaching T minus 4 minutes. Approaching T minus 4 minutes. Everything is seen through nominal. That issue is resolved. We are nominal. Vision shows all complete on the vehicle. Everything's now on the field. We're just waiting on that. The last event will be that water deluge firing up just before 2 minutes 10 seconds. That will conclude the WDR. We will not end the stream right away because of lost time. Because we need to make up the lost time because of the stream issue. We will stream the entire detanking and safing until the vehicle gets to until the safing is ready for DStack. I talked about DStack earlier, so I won't mention it. But that's for all things. Because I don't want to talk about too much because we do not know if any issues will pop up or if there are any issues during the final part of the camp or detanking, so we do not know. We do have a camera view drop up again. We have a camera view drop up again. Now we're showing tracking cameras. We're showing cameras. We'll give the full stack in SN5 and Eagle Starlight launch site. Put that back on the tower cam for just a couple. Put that back on the tower cam in just a couple minutes. We have engine. We're recycling the cams. We just empty cam now. We're on flat cam for a couple minutes. We'll just come back to tower cam. Come back to tower cam in a couple minutes. Now we're just showing flat cam. As we approach. We're back on tower cam again. We cam switch sometimes, but we're gonna tower cam. We have secondary cam for views. But once the WDR is, we're not going tower cam. We'll be showing drone footage at the vehicle tanks. And will be our main screen until WDR concludes, and we will be taking safety procedures in the latter half of the stream.
T minus 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Approaching, we should have finally conclude today's WDR. Since everything was nominal, we'll have the water deluge firing up. Analysts and geologists are taking control of the count, and we're preparing for that hold and then water deluge to fire 2 minutes 10 seconds, followed by the hold just before we start sequence and we're not start firing. So we don't want to enter into the current sequence. All 36 engines on the booster. Approaching T minus 1 minute. Everything is nominal. We're currently counting down to T minus 10 seconds.
T minus 1 minute.
We're approaching T minus 1 minute. We have T minus 1 minute. We're past that. We're approaching 50 seconds. As we approach the cap out for today's test, we'll have the full water deluge from the oil. Not the full, we'll have side deluge. Once the boost is tagged and the next off the pad, we'll install more deluge, but we will fire all the deluge we currently have available today. And we have main deluge. That's the first part of the deluge system. And we have side deluge. So T minus 30 seconds. We have main and side deluge that caps off today's test. We remain inside Delaware that caps off today's test.
Hold, hold,
We're
hold.
gonna have hold it. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna go down to 10 seconds. We're holding about T minus 10 seconds. We're at the deluge running. Hold a T minus 10 seconds. We have that deluge capping off today's test as we hold at T minus 10 seconds. And now the deluge will now shut off as that test is concluded, and we will now begin detanking procedures. Now begin detanking. We have the deluge shutting off, the main deluge shutting off, and the side deluge shut off. Shut off. Side deluge shut off, remaining that main shut off. The main deluge shut off, where the deluge off. We will now showing drone views. We now begin detanking, so let's begin showing drone views, not showing the count as the count will be as the count will now we're now prepared to begin detanking the vehicle. Prepared to begin detanking. Let's
Booster detank is started.
detanking is started. The count with got lost range is not necessary as we have detanking on V6 locks and methane as we begin to detank. We had a successful recap. We had a successful WDR. However, we are showing the stream all the way to detanking and safely.
Ship detank is started.
We have a couple detank. We have a couple holds. There's some false alarms, but everything was normal. We kept it off the deluge test and hold it T-minus 10 minutes and deluge shutting off. We are now just detanking. We'll show the stream all the way to detanking and saving. And prepare and until we get the preparation until the vehicle fully safe person to de-stack. So de-stack. So later today, how would that not be screened from the stream as that boring? We'll begin de-stack SN5, roll back. V6 support ring will be reinstalled. And then for checking, and then both will be rolled back for and then the top deluge will be installing the OLM. But we're not going to focus, we're going to focus on detanking. We have detanking on SN5 on booster 6.
Copy that.
Boost WDR. We begin detanking. After successful WDR coming down from the grid fins. Now we're getting down from the top of the QD pipe on SN5 and coming down from the FTS in the locks tank. And then the locks of booster 6 coming down from the common dome. And then the methane coming down from the top of the booster to the grid pins and the VRCS. On the lock tank of the 6 again, I'm coming down from the pit. And on the methane tank coming down from the top of the tanks towards the dishes and further down. We begin detanking. I'm using references just to help you understand. Just to understand you where the vehicle is in detanking. We're showing drone shots of the vehicle and the pad, the entirety of Key West, along with the Starlight production for a tiny bit. Now you can see the shots from SN5. You can see what I'm talking about. As you can see, the tank speed coming slowly. Now you can see V6 going from the tank form. You can see the frost slowly disappearing from the vehicle. Very slowly. We'll take it. And let's fully flush out all of the propellant and save the vehicle. So don't turn away. We're still beginning our coverage. Now we show a live drone shot from where tower cam was. We now show a kind of tower cam like view. Looking into tower cam. It's the camera we use from already. Now we're doing a different view camera. tower cam a bit lower. We're now showing drone shots of SN5 tanks. You can see what I was talking about. In Booster 6, you can see what I was talking about, what I meant. And now we have drone shots into the engine chill pipe that I was talking about earlier. And vents. And you can see the FRCS, the forward RCS coming down beast versus tanks. You can see the methane lock tank detanking. And then you can see the COPVs and then fins and the FRCS that help it land. And then you come down. And then we come down. And we come down and see part of the deluge. Seem to have drone issues. Alarm, we're still detanking. We have blackout. We have a signal blackout. We have signal blackout. Signal blackout. The audio, we lost signal. We've lost comms. We've lost audio. We've lost video. When you are restored. That restored. We have video back. We have video back. Don't shoot drone shot into a wing for currently showing tower cam. Still showing views of tower cam as we continue detanking. Kind of boring, but we'll continue just for continuing a lot of time. Back, we're about 30 tank but that's in 5 and B6. If not, we'll show the tower cam is still detanking. Kind of boring, I know, but like we need to make it a bit lost time and get this straight because we kind of lost about 1 minute and screen station only being around 1 hour by now, but we've kind of lost time. So we're going to continue with detanking and see if we're seeing if we can get drone shots. We're seeing if we can get drone shots. We should get drone shots. We have drone shots. We have drone shots now. CB back. Our left director back on green, and now you see drone shots coming from. We slowly begin to detank. Go to the left. You can see the B5 methane tank is kind of going again, but we're still trying showing you to make the false time where continues until it detanks. It won't take that long until the booster flushes out all the propellant or the tanks and the vehicle is safe. And the booster should flush out all the propellant and hopefully safely in the second. Then the screen take a bit long. But don't turn away. We'll show. I'm not showing some more views. I'm going to show some nice drone shots. Like this, for example, include so don't turn away. Nice drone shots that you won't see on the screen. and then mainstream. So unfortunately, this makes it boring. You can see some good explanations and views of other things. When I'm showing you around, we'll empty. Now we'll show you some other things. We'll show you the catching mount and catch tower. Actually, start in the future. We're turning around, showing you that, and turning around towards the main site. You now see the full stack from the other angle. This side, you can see the production Eagle one side. You see the B2 QD there. You can see the mount. This isn't related, but we there will show the tower, that mount over there. We'll stack in the background. You can see this insulated catching mount that will be used to catch distributors should not be stored. Now you can see the tank farm, and in the distance, Starlight production site. SN3 and B8, B9, B7, B1, 10, B10.1, SN8, etc. Some of these are retired. B1 and B4 and SN3 are retired. And then most of these are active, SN10, B10.1, and B7, B9.
The stream is now ending. I would thank you all for watching. That
We will give a final remark. Today we are good WDR. We're in the process of tanking. It's getting kind of boring, so we'll end the webcast here. But we're good WDR. We're doing a nice village test. Nice feeling. We're currently about.
we'll see you again for Starlight Orbital Test Flight 2.
We'll see you again for OFD2. This WDR OFD2 in about 2 weeks, about the 13th to 14th, depending. We're gonna end the stream soon. Thanks for watching Starlight WDR and the tanking sequence. There's some nice drone shots. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning to Astro. Thank you for tuning into our conference and testings. We test vehicles towards their major flights and our first screened event of 2024. And happy 2024. More to come, including our maiden flight OFD2 soon. OFD2. We'll start on Wars again. I'm going to reveal the mission. The mission nickname. Here's to great 2024 with a great stream event. Although we had some connection issues with a great stream event. And quite a long one, despite the issue. We've been 60 minutes, around 40 minutes. Quite a long stream event. Kind of near the full stack stand part, but a little shorter, a little bit kind of around the direction full stack part, but we're still detanking. We're looking to these for a couple of minutes. We won't do it too long. We'll just show a little bit of detanking shots. We continue to stream out a little bit, but we won't show coverage for long. We'll probably won't coverage to full detanking. The stream will now soon. We'll update on the stream ending.
Stream is now ending. See you all again and for OFD2.
OFD2 and remember Astro. Had a great 2024, a great way to kick off 2024 with the maiden flight soon.
Have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. We'll see you again for OFD2.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. See you OFD2. Bye, and remember Astro Base. Here's to a great 2024.
I am Arrow, the mission director at Astro Space.
I am Arrow. I am Nick P. 747, the flight director and CEO of Astro Space. Ending you the webcast from Starlink WDR ahead of OFD2. Thanks for watching. Remember Astro and remember Astro Space. Have a good day. Let's have a good 2024 Astro Space on OFD2 soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.